Welcome 1313. My name is Fisher Parks, and this is my story with a point. I'm currently at Maple South in a study room, and just getting to the speech. It's about hunting with my dad, how that bonded us, what we did there, and like the things we saw, and like what I learned from that situation. It was my first time hunting with him. I believe it was in 2015. I went deer hunting. It was actually the first time I ever killed a deer too. But while we were there, we saw a bear in the morning on the way to where our stand was, which is actually pretty scary. It like kind of like ran at us for a little bit, and then we just had to like slowly back away and go another way. We went on 4-wheelers at first, then we got off, went back to our 4-wheelers, and which we saw that probably 5:30 a.m. and we got to our stand at 6, which usually takes about 2 minutes to get there. But it actually took us an extra 20 minutes we had to go back to our 4-wheelers, so it took an extra 20 minutes to get to our stand just because we saw a bear and we didn't want to interrupt it or anything because it might have had cubs around and it potentially could have attacked us, which would not have been good because we had to shoot it or someone would have got hurt. My first point was how I bonded with my father during this experience. Me and him aren't too close, but I mean, we do everything we can, like or he tries as best as he can to do things with me when he can, which I guess fall is kind of like the only time I really see him because of like sports and stuff. I mean, I see him out throughout the year, but the fall I see him and we just go hunting and talk about sports and stuff. But this time, took me hunting. It was my first time actually deer hunting. I've duck hunted before with him, but we were deer hunting this time. And we had to wake up, I want to say, probably woke up at 4:15, made some coffee, sat around. We had a fire in the morning, sat around, drank our coffee, which is pretty cool to wake us up because obviously it's an early morning. 4:15 a.m. is not really fun ever. We had to do this just so we'd stay awake during the day too when we were sitting in the stand. So we drank coffee, sat around the fire, talked a little bit, make sure everything was good, got our guns ready, our 4-wheelers and stuff, make sure they were good. So we headed out through the woods and then saw the bear at 5:30, which is actually pretty weird, but that was actually a scary experience. And then that was probably the biggest like impact that had was just waking up early. My dad, was kind of like a bonding experience. We were both, I don't know, like going through something, but we were waking up early, so it was kind of like we were both like doing something together in a way. And then just sitting in the stand with him was cool too, just talking a little bit. Obviously, we have to stay quiet. I don't want to scare anything away, but that was always fun. That was fun talking with him. Just about life and stuff. We had a little like space heater thing. We had these mini muffins. We cooked them on that. That was pretty cool. Just I don't know, something small, but kind of made a big impact on my life. And I don't really remember. And then so the other thing that was important to me, other than seeing the bear that kind of scared me, that was kind of weird, but the other thing that's important to me was like realizing what I've done, like I actually killed a deer that night or that morning, which is kind of weird. I mean, I don't say weird, but it was definitely an experience shooting something, killing it, like taking its life away. But it also like, I don't want to say connected with my ancestors, but like, people used to gather and harvest and stuff, so that's how they used to get meals and stuff, which was going back to like kind of like human roots, how they used to gather, taking its life away, and then obviously harvesting its like corpse and stuff, taking the meat and stuff where we could, and then we did that together too, which is bonding at the same time, and that just had a pretty big impact on me, my life. It actually probably affected my life a lot, just understanding what I've done, making decisions on my own, being with him. And he taught me a lot through that too, on how like you just can't, like killing's probably not the best thing to do all the time. Like you don't want to just go kill a ton of animals for the fun of it. It's kind of, I don't say sacred, but it's kind of something cool that you can do. Like it's kind of like something you can do as like, I don't want to say kind of like a pastime, but something you can do and like bond with whoever you go with. And he just taught me a lot on that and like the impact that had on the wildlife, animals, and how that kind of drives animals away. Like they obviously know like when another animal's getting shot, but So you had to prepare corn and stuff for that. Throughout the whole year, you had to put corn feeders out, set up game cameras. You prepare a lot for it, and then at that point, it's kind of cool to see you prepared all this time for something that was a build-up, and then it like peaked, and you're with someone you care about a lot, and that was my dad, and just a cool experience to do things with him. Thank you for listening.